a look at this. Things are getting pretty toasty in Kathy Crowder's neck of the woods. She shares this picture saying free-range buffalo out at St. Jacob's Well, and that's near a big basin on another hot day. She sent it to us this past week, but my goodness, I mean, look at them. You definitely need to hydrate, right? Well, we'd love to see pictures of what's happening near you. You can post them to our fan page or send them to us via the Cake First Alert weather app. Well, a man threatens his neighbors, and it's all caught on camera, plus some disappointing news for one electronics retailer. They're all a part of this morning's 10 Things That You Need to Know.
I knew something was going to happen. Next time I saw him, he was coming out the front door with his hand in his pocket.
A neighborhood dispute in Pennsylvania takes a wild turn. An 81-year-old man opened fire in front of a crowd of people. He was taken into police custody, but released later. Nobody was hurt, but they had a fight with neighbors, as shown right there. A family has lawyered up after their loved one was killed Wednesday on a ride at the Ohio State Fair. An 18-year-old was tossed about 50 feet from the Fireball ride after it broke midair. 7 others, they're recovering from their injuries and are between the ages of 14 to 42.
I hope he gets the help and support he needs. He obviously is troubled in some way.
Down to Phoenix, where a man is caught on camera setting a youth LGBT center on fire. The 26-year-old is a former client of the center. He was forced to leave when he turned 25. Hey, Best Buy, they're about to lose some of their geeks. The company is said to eliminate about 400 positions from the Geek Squad. The team performs in-home product installations and repairs. The layoffs, though, they're going to take place in September. A humpback whale was spotted off the coast of California yesterday morning, and it was struggling to get free from a fishing line. These pictures captured as rescuers. They weren't exactly able to free that whale, but they did put a tracking device on it to monitor it, that humpback, and make sure that it is safe. A man puts his trust in a parking valet, but when he heard about how much it set him back, well, things get pretty dicey. Footage from the Ocean Sky Resort in Fort Lauderdale, Florida shows the customer in the parking area. He finds out that costs with that valet, and then he punches the attendant. The guy was knocked out, and as for that customer, he was not arrested, but faces a possible charge of misdemeanor battery. It's hard to believe that the school year is right around the corner, but people are already celebrating everything with back to school this weekend right here in Wichita. It's all to help those less fortunate. This is the second year the Shock Barbershop has hosted the event. Yesterday, they gave away haircuts, school supplies, and clothing.
There's a huge need in the community, a lot of people that are struggling financially, so we just want to do our part to try to help fill that gap.
The event, it ran into the evening last night, close to 11th and Oliver, but again, a lot of people in the community in need. And you know what, we have our school supply landslide over here at Cake, so if you want to contribute to other kids in our community, feel free to check out the details out on cake.com. Hey, all aboard! Some of Disney's iconic rides, they're reopening this weekend. The Disneyland Railroad officially opens to the public as of yesterday, along with the Mark Twain Riverboat and the sailing ship Columbia. This is all in Anaheim, by the way. The rides, they've been shut down for more than a year due to the construction of Star Wars land. So some good news for riders. Hey, and also in the woods of Vermont, kids are armed with handmade weapons and they're on a quest to find the king. It's the Lord of the Rings summer camp, my friends. Kind of interesting. It's a chance to encourage kids, though, to use their imagination, get outdoors, and learn some pretty valuable lessons. And how about this lesson? A young New Hampshire boy is honored for his quick thinking when his family home it caught on fire, and he's now an honorary member of the city's fire department. Harrison, he was home with his dad and his siblings as well when the fire started. His dad passed him the cell phone to call for help, and that's exactly what he did. So as that fire spread, Harrison carried his sister to an oak tree in their front yard where their brother was waiting for them.
So Harry's got her like this in one hand and the phone in the other, and he's just sort of chatting to 911.
Can you imagine that with someone so young, an 8-year-old? Well, the fire ended up destroying their home, but the family plans to rebuild on that same property. Hey, for more 10 things that you need to know each day, head over to our website at cake.com after GMK and Cake News at 4. And if you have video that you'd like to see in our segment, go ahead and email it to us at news@cake.com.